viewers, at this moment we're going to look at how we use the Geogebra software to solve topic like linear programming. So we consider a question that we have here in terms of linear programming. But this question says a farmer has 80 hectares of his farm available for planting maize and cabbages. He must grow at least 10 hectares of maize and 20 hectares of cabbages to meet demands. He prefers to plant more cabbages than maize, but his workforce and equipment will only allow him to cultivate a maximum of 3 times the quantity of cabbages to that of maize. Represent the information above as a system of inequalities. And B, sketch a graph of these inequalities. And lastly, C, find the profit on maize. If the profit of maize is 800 Ghana cedis per hectare and on cabbages is 500 Ghana cedis per hectare, how should the farmer plant the two crops to make a maximum profit, and what is this profit? So we're looking at two things: how you make maximum profit and what that profit will be, or the amount. So we have the solution in terms of the constraints, how we go about it, or we use this Geogebra software. So to solve the above problem, we will have to translate the conditions or constraints from a verbal to a symbolic form. We first introduce our variables, that is, we say let x be the number of hectares of maize and y the number of hectares of cabbages. So now we have x plus y being less or equals to 80 because the land is 80 hectares and the maize and the cabbages cannot go beyond that, so it should be within range. Then x is greater or equals to 10. Then we have y being greater or equals to 20 and y less or equals to 3x. Why? Because from question it says to cultivate a maximum of 3 times the quantity of cabbages to that of what? Maize. So we say we have y is less or equals to what? 3x. And we have other constraint: x greater or equals to 0 and y greater or equals to 0. So with the profit point, we have p equals to 800x plus p plus 500y. So we just go back to the Geogebra graph. So before then, we noticed that because of the nature of the figures, we have to use 2 centimeters to 10 units on the y-axis and 2 centimeters to 10 units on the x-axis also. So we start with the plotting of the constraints. So the first one is we have x plus y being less or equals to 80. Then we enter. Then we have x greater or equals to 10. Y also greater or equals to 20. And we have y less or equals to 3x. Y being less or equals to 3x. We enter again, and the last part one, x greater or equals to 0. We enter. Then y also greater or equals to 0. So we are done with the inequalities. We enter. So we're going to combine all of them. So at this moment we have Jane. So we have to bring from starting from A, combine all the constraints. So we have A, then B, C, D, and E. So the last one we have F. So what you do is you press shift and you double click on 7. F. So we have the feasible region. You see that it has shown by the red color over here. Yeah. So you enter. So again you have to turn all the inequalities into equation. So we have x plus y again equals to 80. Enter. X equals to 10. X equals to 10. Y equals to 20. Enter. Then y equals 3x. Y equals 3x. Enter. Then we have x equals 0. Y equals 0. So we've changed all two equations. So from here we just want to remove the blue color from it, so we just click. See, we have such a nice diagram. This will take you less than 5 minutes or 3 minutes to draw. So we want to bring the coordinates. So let's look at how we go by the coordinates. So you click on this point, then you go to intersect. So we have this and that. We have the point. Alright, so we have all the points. So we want to show the coordinates. We have the A coordinate. You click on it to highlight, you right click. So we come to show label, name, and go to D. See, we have and finally we have B here. So alright, so we come back to our lines, we click to highlight it, then we want to know the kind of equation is this. Now this is y equals 3x. So let's look at this one too. This x plus y equals 80. So let's look at this also. This x equals 10. So other side is x equals 10. Straight line here. So what is left? We have down here also name and value. We have y equals to 20. So I think that's all for now. Again, we consider how we'll be able to find the maximum mean values. So we go here, text. So maximum profit, we have P, so maximum profit which is P equals 800x plus 500y. Alright, so we come here and we do same. So we have 800 times x, so we have a point a, then plus 500 times y, then we have point a. See, we have 4,600. Again, we have 800 x b plus 500 multiplying y b, which is 58,000. So let's look at D and C and D. Again, 800 x C plus 500 y C, which is 18,000. The last one D, so 800 x d plus 500 y d. So that one to give us 23,000 in all. So we want to find the value of P at all of them. Just want to bring that on the graph. So just click here, then move to text. So we say value of P at A first equals to A is I. So okay, just 46,000, which is the same thing here. We have value of P at Q, value of P at, let's say, B. So B equals B is J okay, then value of P at, so the next one is C. So C is at K, so equals K. Okay, and the last one, we have value of P at D equals D is L, so we have L here. Okay, right, so viewers, that is how we'll be able to solve, and we realize that the maximum profit is 58,000. Thank you for watching.